Go Stu. patch over that one and take care of the royals. You can do an iron-on patch. Iron-on patch and take care of that. And it doesn't have to be a oils bag. It could be whatever, blue and white. Those bad boys, those Silos bags, are 250-ish. These ones sell new for 250. Big Macs. The black red green one. Yeah. Cooler on the side. The material on it's like the Gore-Tex, so it sheds the water. It's got a valuable pocket in one of these sides here. On the left. Oh, I'm sorry. Sure. Yeah. Kind of like Ohio State color thing almost. We'll take the Royals. Yeah, of course. No doubt. Let me get you a good view of this one. I'm gonna kick it open for you, Zach. It even comes with a Royals towel if you want it, my man. That's what she looks like. Is that good enough? Okay, cool. Cool. We'll get this one in here. Get it in order so I remember how they sold. Boom. All right, cool, guys. Let's go. Yeah, we got some hybrids. We're gonna run some shafts after this, I think. Pop some shafts off. Golf bag, your choice again, huh? Black. Red in there. I also got a basic purple and black bag. If you're looking for like the women's or girls, kind of simple one. It's a no name, just kind of the basic one there. That covers, yeah. Opening, we can run that. Let's say we'll run the Trillium at 11:30. Put on a box. We gotta get a box of just this. A box of just this old Freestyle or Freestyle LLC or Press LLC. I fucked them all up, dude. All right, Press got it on. Press, give me number 8. I got 1 through 5, 6 through 11. 1 through 5, 6 through 11. This one's gonna be Eagle Falls right here. 3 right, you got it, my friend. Bam, 3 right. All right, let me get this out quick. Let's get inside. Then these right here. I got dual auto or true 101 line. Dual auto or true 101 line. And these boxes right here. Somebody wants to go in a box. I'll have 10 boxes. Unless we hit it here. 10 boxes. Dual auto or true 101 line. Perfect. All right, here we go. 3 on 3. That's what it is. 3 boxes on the left versus 3 boxes on the right. This one will be a little easier. These cards are numbered 1 through 99. 1 through 99. A lot of low number cards. A lot of low number cards on these guys. Small number. There you go. Good job, Dang. First on local practice. 11. Here we go, Jack. 31. I got 32 bucks. I get $33 for your coin. Appreciate you guys coming in. Show us some love, hanging out here, guys. You see the man. Great welcome, everybody. DJ Vlog over here in the front. Mr. Tony over there in the back. Appreciate
You have reached the Hamilton County Emergency Medical Service Administration office. If this is an emergency, this is an automated assistant for Hamilton County Sheriff's Office non-emergency line. Para español, presione 1. This is Evelyn. How can I help? I'm sorry, I didn't understand that input. Could you please let me know how I can assist you today?
Storm shelter.
1 second. Could you tell me more about what you need regarding the storm shelter?
Need to know where the public storm shelters are in Soddy Daisy.
I'm going to forward you to communication personnel to better assist you. Hamilton County Dispatch Operator 25.
Hey, it's Greg with Dallas Bay Fire Department. How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good. Hey, I've had a couple of texts already tonight. People are wondering up here, up by the power plant, where they can go for a public shelter in case of storm. They have no interior rooms in their home, and they wanted to know where they could go to ride out the storm. Do we have any public shelters close by? I can let them know.
Not to my knowledge. Let me double check real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just check with supervision. We have not been notified of anything.
Okay. Okay. No problem. I just they were kind of wanting to plan where to go, you know. And I know our station is not like a certified shelter.
Yeah, they have not released or given us any list of shelters that they're doing. It may change in the morning
Gotcha.
when churches and everything start opening up. But as of now, we have not heard anything.
Do you have the non-emergency number over to Saudi? I can call over there, see if they've heard of any.
Their phone lines are actually down right now. We're taking them
So
off.
you're taking them all, okay? No problem. What I'll do is I'll let them know that I'll try back in the morning, like you know later in the morning, and we'll see. And I'll just tell them that nobody's notified dispatch of any right now. So okay, I appreciate the help. Thanks for the time.
You're welcome. No
We'll
problem.
see. Yeah, bye. What's up, guys? What do you say, buddy? You up for breaking any more tonight?
A positive. That is a positive. Very Milwaukee to 99 shooting crew. Where's the best? Holy smokes. Morales for Washington.
14 out of 99. Melton for the Astros, base auto. Honeycutt, Baltimore, 99. Chase Davis, 199, St. Louis. Tyson Lewis for the Reds, base prospect ticket. Well, I guess this is the Prism version, but it's not numbered. Card number 150 for the 0, Lewis, Reds. Black Velocity, number to 39 for Atlanta, Fesla Hackenberg. Number to 39. Autograph, New York for the Mets. March is here. Grice to 199, Arizona. I was going to say we're missing an auto. Wiggins for the Cubs, base auto. So that's going to be at the end. Red for the White Sox, 199. Rushing Dodgers to 125, autograph. No. It's a West Virginia Mountaineer, baby. That's a West Virginia Mountaineer. Carmelo, Seattle, 199. Minnesota, Keyshaw. Minnesota in serial 24 out of 99 for the 4 spot. Holander to 25 for the Rockies, low number. Jake Bloss, Toronto, red, number to 199, red autograph, Blue Jays. Teal, Boston, Boston in the serial, 69 out of 199, the 9 spot. Cardo, 199, KC. Fernandez, LA, base auto. Saki again, we're going to random those off. Oh, I think we got a gold. Gold for the Reds. Reds are in the serial. It is a 9 out of 10, the 9 spot. Bradley, gold prism.
I love gold.
Probably pretty much much cooked wherever he goes. He's cooked for the most part. I mean, all right, but you know. Neighbors. College card, so it's gonna go SD San Diego. New York, $2.99. Herring, New York, it's a 99. Right, LA, it's a 99. Right. Kyle Teal, Bo Sox, another one for the Red Sox, autograph 27 out of 99, 7th spot. Black Velocity for Baltimore. That's numbered to 39. We get a lot of velocities in this for black velocities, pink velocities. Misarowski for the Brewers, base auto. Atlanta to 99. On-card franchise futures for the Mets, Drew Gilbert to 99. GGG money, nice hit, buddy. Paying Wyatt Sanford, 87 out of 99. TCU, this is Boston. It's not numbered. Card number is 80. Boston Red Sox. This goes 0 spot. Washington, 299. Number to 99 for the Mets. GG money, getting some Mets hits. O'Farrell, Baltimore to 199 red. Walton for the Phillies, red auto to 199. Tayshaun Sean Walton, Phillies, Roy P. Hampton, New York /99. Number /49, Braden Taylor. Baez for New York, base autograph. Two more boxes. Maine Brewers /299. Red autograph, Nick McLean. Chicago, 199. Texas red auto, 199. Big velocity, number /79, DeVries, Padres. Chase Burns for the Reds, prospect ticket autograph, Wake Forest, Cincy, 31/75 for the one spot. Chase Burns, hell yeah. Good hit for the one spot, Kobe Steve, it's a good one. Hurd /199, New York. Christian Scott, /49 autograph. Number /25, Eldridge, prepping for the pros, San Fran. Brewers, 4 hits for the Brewers. My goodness, all card at 199. Blue, San Diego, this is to 149. Blue autograph, Chicago, 149. for 6 spot. Hampton, New York to 49. Messina, Colorado. Face autograph. Pink Velocity, Owen Hall, Detroit. That is number 279. KC base auto. KC gets a good bit for this too. Cincy 234 out of 299 for the 4 spot. 0. This is Baltimore. Auburn. Baltimore auto to 199. Gold 7 out of 10. Caden Bryce. Arizona D-backs. Christie. TV Rays. JD Gonzalez. Base on it. Number to 99, Lombard Jr. Yankees. More for the Yankees. Chase Hampton. Last pack of the break here is the Prospect Baseball 10 box round number 2. Red Lasco for Oakland, 199. And we got a red autograph number to 99, Honeycutt for the Orioles. Recap coming up. I didn't ask Spectra if we could get them done. Spectra, if we could get it done. Or I guess midnight bass. I don't know. Whatever we could get done. Alright, real quick, I'm going to run them off all of these Sasakis. Whatever we can get filled at this point. I mean, I don't know. Spectra's at 11 and Midnight's at 12. If any of the cereal stuff sells out, obviously there's that too. I'm down for whatever. We can get most of the one. Let's do it. Here we go. Put them both up on the screen and see what happens. Top spot, Sasaki cards. 3 to 6 is 9. 3 6. TK read this. Texas Rangers. What are you talking about? You got all cards shipping this. That random was for the Sasaki cards. You get everything shipped in this. Sorry. I mean, I normally don't do that much, but with those Donruss basketballs, it's like there's only 2 boxes, and it's like 600 base cards in 2 boxes. Like, it's just not worth it for us to sit here and sort out all these cards. Plus, like, Donruss base cards are typically not cards that anyone wants. So, you know what I mean? Like, so that's, I try to, you know, take that into consideration whenever we're doing base cards for stuff. So, granted, probably most people don't really want the base cards in this either, but kind of prospect-driven products, Plus, I mean, this is probably about the same amount of base cards in 10 boxes and versus 2 boxes of Donruss, so it's like, makes it a little fair. 2024 Prospect Edition Baseball 10 box team break number 2. We'll get that video posted out. I'll get these orders plugged in. I think we had some orders come through for Spectra. Midnight Spectra. Like I said, give me a few minutes here. I'm going to see what came through for orders after I plug in the video. Refractors have been rookies yet. So we get a lot of number of rookies. Sugi Oyama for the Tigers. This is what happens when I try to read something at 1 a.m. Taro. We have gold. We do. For the Eagles, number 15 to 50. Takayuki Kishi. This one there for the Eagles. Going north. Here we go. Otaka Yamakawa, 11 to 15 for the Hawks. Very nice hit there. Yamakawa. The Hawks. Doing Randall. Yuya Yanagi, number to 199 for the Dragons.
Taro Tsujimoto, rookie number to 50 for the Dragons. Dragons once again going to Dave. Ishiro.
Unfair monopoly are being allowed to continue to trial. What could this mean for the future of sports cards? We'll give you all of the details next. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another episode of Cards on the Table. T-Bot, it's great to have you back today.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's great to be back.
Beautiful baby girl.
Yep, beautiful little girl.
Look forward to meeting her
Thank
soon.
you.
Welcome back to the show, Doug. It's okay to see you as well.
Yeah, same.
Thanks,
Likewise.
thanks. You know,
I liked it better when you were virtual. I want you. Yeah.
it's like I was last week. All right, guys. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Teapot, because we've got just a big story to get into right off the top here. Now, I want to go back a couple of years ago where Panini and Fanatics were actually negotiating. Fanatics and Topps were trying to buy Panini so that they could get the licenses earlier and just accelerate Fanatics' takeover of the sports card world. Well, those negotiations fell apart in the 11th hour, right as the paperwork was supposed to be signed. Fanatics was supposed to buy Panini. It all fell apart. And as soon as it fell apart, Panini sued Fanatics. And they sued Fanatics for antitrust. They said that Fanatics has built an illegal monopoly through all of these practices. Well, this thing has hung out in courts for the last couple of years without much movement. Both Panini filed, or I should say Fanatics filed a motion to dismiss. They wanted to get rid of all of this. Fanatics also countersued Panini and said that Panini was also doing unfair business practices. Panini filed motion to dismiss against Fanatics claims. Well, earlier this week, the judge ruled on the motions to dismiss. And what is interesting is that the judge is allowing the majority of Panini's claims against Fanatics to proceed to trial. And they threw out 2 of the 3 claims that Fanatics had against Panini. So specifically, a judge ruled that Panini had adequately pleaded that Fanatics does have monopoly power and that Fanatics can set practices, can set prices and exclude competitors. Now, just simply having monopoly power is not illegal. Just because Fanatics may in fact be a monopoly, there's actually nothing wrong with that. Where it becomes a problem is that if Fanatics is using unfair business practices, and if they are coercing the behavior of customers and other parties, then if they're using that monopoly power to do those things, then it makes it illegal. And that's where the whole antitrust thing comes in. And Panini is claiming that Fanatics is doing illegal things such as locking up rookie players to exclusive autograph contracts just for anti-competitive practices, forcing breakers onto Fanatics Live, forcing retailers to carry Fanatics and Topps products exclusively and giving Fanatics higher margins, etc., etc., etc. Now, of course, Fanatics moved to dismiss all of these claims, but the judge's ruling was that there was enough evidence there
They
for
stick it right
many
to
of
Fanatics.
these claims to proceed to trial. Now, this does not mean that Panini will actually win the lawsuit when it actually gets to trial. We don't know. But there's enough there for it to at least get to trial. So the fact that the judge refused to dismiss the majority of Panini's claims seems to be a victory for Panini. On the other hand, the judge dismissed 2 of Fanatics' 3 claims against Panini in that countersuit. The only remaining claim that Fanatics has in that countersuit is that Panini threatened some of their employees that they could get sued if they left Panini and went to Fanatics, even though Panini had apparently no legal ground to sue. So that claim is going to continue on, but honestly, that claim seems very small in comparison to all of the claims that Panini is making against Fanatics. Now, this could all take years to get fully resolved if it goes all the way through trial, and to some degree, I would think Fanatics may want to stall here because they may just want to go ahead and get the exclusive licenses and get underway with this and just delay the lawsuit as much as they can. On the other hand, at some point, Fanatics is likely to IPO, and you would think that they would have to have this lawsuit resolved before they could IPO because it's a pretty big deal and it could have a large impact over their stock price. And shout out to Paul Lesko, who did a bunch of reporting on this on Twitter, on X, giving us a lot of this background information. My question to you guys is what goes on from here? And I know none of us are lawyers. I will say my dad was an attorney, my mom was an attorney, my sister was an attorney. So that gives me enough legal qualification to play an attorney on television, which I'm doing right now. I know none of us are lawyers, but we've read up on the situation, we've heard analysis of the situation. So based on your understanding, where do you think this goes from here? How does this all play out? Teapot, I'm going to start with you.
Well, this is not a victory for Panini yet, but this is a victory for the attorneys involved, who are just going to be sipping Mai Tais on their yachts going, yeah, let's drag this baby out. So I'm sure they're happy about what's going on. The lawsuits are not surprising. This has been contentious all along, even prior to these lawsuits being filed. I think Panini is going to do whatever they can to try to scratch and claw to keep some share of this stuff, to try to maybe to be able to continue to produce cards from these sets, or if anything, just to make Fanatics feel the burn and maybe defer an IPO or something along those lines. But many collectors are super passionate about not wanting Topps to be the only option. They get very fired up about that.
Great content needs a great audience. Like Stretch Armstrong needs to be stretched. Yeah! Woo! Feel the stretch? With TubeBuddy, you get everything you need to grow your audience. Click the link to sign up. Always practice the same stretch.
Girl broke her ankle and ball came through. Me and my friends would jump off, we would flip it back, help them out. I take my shirt off, wrap it around the girl's leg. It's like pulling out. And no one would help them. And like there was no self-protection. So we put them on our side by
You follow
side.
things right, and that saves you up to 10% on your USA home and auto insurance. Get a quote today.
And on the one hand, in the 90s, I really enjoyed as a kid having the choice between Topps and Fleer and Upper Deck and being able to choose from those things. But it was more about the overall variety of the product for me than it was that I cared that there were multiple companies. And I say that even still today. It's not so much for me about, it's a monopoly and only one company is producing them. I liked that Topps brought us the refractor. And I liked that they had some pretty good inserts. I liked that Fleer dominated the insert space and also brought us incredibly iconic parallels like Essential Credentials and PMGs and things along those lines. And then I liked that Upper Deck did the holograms and brought us game-used relics and started leaning into the relics and autographs and things. So all of that was what, in my mind, made 90s and 2000s cards great. It was the competition. And I think that's what a lot of people care about more than the idea that a company has a monopoly. Now, there are some who would say, I want to be able to vote with my wallet, and if I don't like Fanatics, and if I don't like Topps, and if I don't like something about them, much like people who say, I don't like PSA and I want other options to go to, even if it's not the same resale value, they want to have those choices and to be able to support Panini. But overall, and it's probably an unpopular opinion in the comments, I really don't care about the monopoly piece of it. I worry, actually, that the opposite would happen. If Panini and Fanatics are both running in parallel lanes, producing tons of product, I think that would add to the problem of trash products just sitting stale on shelves in stores, and could potentially be more catastrophic and lead to a junk wax era than one company who's got all the stake in the game, who wants to see measured growth over time, try to be responsible with print runs and other things, which I know is a whole separate topic. So I care about innovation, I care about product design and checklist composition and quality control. And if Fanatics and Topps can continue to do those things, to focus on those things and try to get better, overall, I think that's what's going to be good for the hobby.
Those are all excellent points, Teapot. I like hearing all of that from you. Doug, do you agree, or do you have some different takes on this?
To be honest, you said it's big news. I say it's kind of no news because it's taken us 2 years just to decide if this is going to get dismissed or go to trial. It's going to take several more years before it goes to trial. We go to discovery. Anything actually comes out of this, so I'll forget about it again in the next year or two until this pops back up again in 2027 or something, right? Business will be as usual, as we know it right now. Fanatics is going to get some exclusive licenses in the next 2 years. They're going to make products, licensed products over the next 2 years, and we're not going to know anything about this lawsuit in that period of time. I find it interesting when I'm looking at all the allegations and all the counts. There was one thing, and maybe you read through this. First of all, I also want to shout out Paul Lisco because there was like 100 pages of legalese. And if not for Paul putting this in layman's terms, I would be completely clueless. One thing I'm unclear on is one of the things that Fanatics was arguing is that Panini was negotiating in bad faith, that they were inflating their numbers in order to jack up the buying price. Do we think that got dismissed?
Yeah, I believe that element of their,
That's interesting. That's an interesting one for me. I figured that would be somewhat provable, so that makes me think that obviously maybe that didn't happen to begin with. Maybe Fanatics kind of came out of nowhere with that. there's some interesting things that I look at just from, the tactics of business here. But as far as how it impacts us in the hobby, it's not yet. I mean, we still have years to wait before this actually plays out. So, it is kind of what it is. I mean, in the next couple of years, Panini's going to have to be producing unlicensed products, probably without exclusive athlete autographs. It's going to really, really hurt them. I don't know what can change. What kind of damage will be done in that period of time, even if they win the lawsuit and they can get licenses back. Is the damage done at that point? Does Prism bounce back? There's all kinds of questions in the future, but as of right now, it's not.
Think about if Topps had never sold to Fanatics, and how different the hobby would be right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
Yeah.
somewhere in the multiverse, is there a thread, a string where that's the case too? I don't know, but it's wild to think about, like, just sort of how these dominoes fall and how they really have a long-term ripple effect.
Yeah, they do. It's really going to be fascinating to see how it plays out. And you could be right, Doug. This could be all we hear on this for some time. But you never know. This could also maybe restart some of the conversations between Fanatics and Panini and some type of acquisition or settlement here. I don't know that that's going to happen. My guess would be no at this point because I feel like we're so far down the road and Topps is already so far down the road with their planning for their new products that at this point Panini's IP is not worth much to them. But at the same time, Fanatics and Topps probably don't like this lawsuit continuing to hang over their head for multiple years and affecting investor uncertainty about their business. They're clearly showing incredible growth. We've seen some of the numbers. They have grown since the time they acquired Topps. Their collectibles division is now about 5 times bigger than Topps annual revenue was when they acquired them back in 2020, 2021. So, maybe early 2022, whatever it was, a few years ago, they've grown about 5x in terms of collectibles revenue from that acquisition date. So we've seen incredible growth, and so that may motivate Fanatics to just want to get this over and done with. At the same time, it probably means that Panini's price for settling is only going up as well. So the stakes are only getting higher, and as the hobby grows, this lawsuit is only going to become a bigger and bigger deal for the parties involved. It's going to be fascinating to see how it plays out. Will we have licensed Prism football again in 5 years? I don't know. Will Panini even exist in 5 years? I don't know. So interesting to see how this plays out. Stay tuned, and of course, we will bring you any developments on this as they occur in the months and years ahead. All right.
Road trip? We're down. Unexpected stop. We'll be there. Work trip. Count us in. Wherever, whenever. Enterprise has whatever vehicle you need. Book today.
Dad, what are you wearing?
Your mother and I, prom 1979.
That couldn't be more out of style.
Well, you know what never goes out of style? Sleeping on a new Tempur-Pedic from Mermaid Mattress.
That's fair. But let's go take it off. You're embarrassing us.
You want to rip some packs? Doug, you want to rip some packs?
Sadly.
Arena Club has given us a few credits. We're going to do this live. You and I have not seen what we've got in here. Let's rip, for you, let's rip an Arena Club Ruby Pokemon slab pack.
That's perfect. I don't own really any Pokemon, and it's red hot right
All right, here we go. What are you going to get? What are you going to get,
now.
Doug?
I just hope it's a name that I'm familiar with. Yeah, it looks like a name I'm familiar with.
Charizard's pretty familiar.
Yeah, I know a Charizard when I see one.
That's a good card.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Okay, so there you go. I'm going to rip a Ruby pack. I want to rip a Ruby baseball pack here. Let's see what I get out of this Ruby baseball pack. What did I get? Oh, Colton Cowser.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Not too
That
bad.
is Sapphire Autograph Green PSA 10.
What's green? Is that
PSA 10. 99. All right, so those were the Ruby packs. And by the way, Arena Club is now dropping these slab packs 24/7. So you no longer have to wait till Friday. You can right now download the Arena Club app and use promo code SCI20 for 20% off one of these slab packs. Let's rip another one real quick. Let's rip the Emerald packs. These are the higher end packs.
Okay.
Rip one of the Emerald packs here,
Yes.
Doug.
All right. Okay, LeBron James.
Black
Revolution.
label.
Yeah.
Oh, the black
Black
label.
label.
That's pretty cool.
This is my first ever black label.
Is that your first black
I've
label?
never had a black label before.
Okay. There you go. Well, that's obviously what makes that card special. So it's a black label LeBron. All right, I'm going to rip
First year
That
Lakers.
was great.
First year
Lakers.
Lakers jersey.
There you go. All right, I'm going to rip an Emerald pack as well. Emerald football I'll do
Okay.
here.
Who did I get? Oh, Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey.
Sick.
Wow,
George
throwback.
All
Is that an
right.
RPA, Champ Bailey? That might be. That's a
Is that
patch
2000?
auto from 2000.
He's either 99
Is
or
that,
2000.
yeah, he's right around that
Yeah.
era. All right, Champ. You know what? That's going to be I'm going to have Arena Club send me
Yeah, you
that
should put
card.
that in the store.
I'm going to have Arena Club send me that card because being here in Atlanta, that's going to be a popular card at our trade nights here at Cards HQ.
Very cool.
These were great, guys, and
Nice.
right now you can get your own Arena Club slab packs. They are live right now. Use promo code SCI20 for 20% off your first purchase at Arena Club. Download the Arena Club app today, promo code SCI20. Okay, let's jump into our next story because the big stories keep coming today. How about the Paul Skeens 1/1 Major League debut patch card? It is already over $650,000 with a week still to go in the auction. This went up for sale on Fanatics Collect about a week ago. This, of course, is the big Paul Skeens card, right? This is the storied card, the 1/1 Major League debut patch card, the PSA 10 that was pulled by an 11-year-old kid on Christmas Day. That whole story. Well, it's up at Fanatics Collect. It went up for auction a little bit over a week ago. It jumped to $320,000 within its first 5 hours of being at auction. It's now over $650,000. We've still got a week to go before the auction closes. Of course, this was the card that the Pirates had put out the bounty on for 30 years of season tickets. Livy Dunn jumped into the action with a bounty of her own. It didn't matter. This 11-year-old decided to auction it, and based on the current price of $650,000 with room to go, I would say he made the right decision to auction this. Doug, is this a crazy price? Are you surprised, or is this where you expected it to get to?
I'm surprised, but I'm an idiot about baseball. I thought pitchers weren't supposed to be worth anything.
They're not.
This is really surprising. I mean, $650,000 with a week left. Compare that to other hype rookies in other markets. Wimby's his best card ever is like 150,000, or excuse me, 850,000,
Correct.
something like that.
So this might pass
This
Wimby's
could
best card
hit
ever.
that or pass that. And Paul Skeens plays for a terrible team, right? They're not a playoff team by any stretch. I looked at the Vegas line. They're projected at 76 wins this year, so certainly not projected to be a very good team. We know what it's like pitching in modern day MLB. Tommy John surgery's probably right around the corner, unfortunately. You know,
Garrett Cole just got announced.
exactly. This is shocking to me. It makes me wonder if bounties are becoming a little bit manipulative to the market. If someone were to say, you know, it's a $10,000 card, but I put a $20,000 bounty on it, does that make someone think maybe this is a little bit more than $10,000 now? Maybe it's worth 15. You know, whatever the case may be. It makes me wonder. Such a good thing after all. I've been pro bounty this whole time, but now seeing this price, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it anymore.
What do you think, Teapot?
Pitchers make me so nervous. This price is crazy. Obviously, I've talked about Skeens in the past. The last time that we spoke significantly about Skeens was when his Bowman Chrome Superfractor auto did like 80,000, and I was railing
raging about that,
how crazy. And then that went back up and sold for 122K like 4 months later. So that person did okay. But this is truly insane. This card is now more expensive than the most expensive Shohei Ohtani card ever sold for $533,000. It is the most expensive pitcher card to ever sold. You could buy the following players' most expensive cards ever to have sold here on the list: Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, Tom Glavine, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Roy Halladay, John Smoltz. You could have all of their most expensive cards to have ever sold for a total of $215,000.
Wow.
And Kershaw is more than half of that, by the way. So you're talking about Paul Skeens, his Superfractor Bowman Chrome auto did $123,000. We were talking when the rookie debuts came out.
10 seconds, go. With Venmo, treating a friend is just the beginning. You can split shared costs with the group. 4 packs this one.
How would those stack up to the Bowman Chrome Superfractor auto? Well, right now it's on pace to be at least 5, 6, maybe 10 times what that card sold for. And his Topps Chrome Update Superfractor rookie card did 112. So You could add in both of those cards. At this pace, it looks like you could have had all those cards that I mentioned for those pitchers and Shohei Ohtani's most expensive cards that ever sold for the price of this card. So I have more thoughts on these debut patches. We'll talk about it in the next segment, but this is wild. This is wild. It is wild.
Wow, that, when you said that stat about all those other pitchers, you kind of put things in
And
perspective.
Steven Strasburg was this guy 10 years
Yeah, he was.
12, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
He was this guy.
Kerry Wood was
He
this
was
guy.
this guy.
What, in the 1990s?
Steven Strasburg
Kerry Wood?
struck out like 15
Yeah.
his first, outing. Like
Yeah.
this is it's scary.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
the elbow.
that dude.
Brent Isaacson be praying for Paul Skeens elbow. That would be a really good
I think all those things are true. I also think it's pretty cool that we have this brand new one-of-one card that kind of created out of thin air a couple of years ago, one of Tops and Fanatics ideas, and that is now this commanding of attention and dollars in the market. So that's kind of cool. Even though this one is perhaps going a little bit beyond berserk based on where we think it should be. But it's going to be a lot of fun to watch when that ends. I want to talk about NBA and NFL debut patches as well because we got some breaking news here. We got some great news. First, let me tell the audience, I am going to be live on Whatnot Monday night breaking football. I would love to see you there. I'm going to toss a QR code up on the screen, put a link in the show description below. If you can join me on Cards HQ Breaks Monday night, I'll be breaking football and giving some cards away. See you there. Okay. Yesterday, on the Jeff Wilson Show, Mike Mayhem, CEO of Fanatics Collectibles, came on the show. We talked about a lot of things related to Fanatics and Tops, one of which was I asked the question, will there be, give me the official answer, Mike, will there be NBA and NFL debut patch cards as there are with MLB, obviously the Paul Skeens one we just saw, and he said yes, that's the plan, it's happening, and he said yes, it will start this fall in the NBA. That's their current plan, meaning Cooper Flagg, most likely, we assume, is leaving Duke, going to the NBA, probably the #1 overall draft pick, and he, most likely, is going to have an NBA debut card that will probably go Paul Skeens level of crazy in the sports card market. Look forward to that happening sometime next year, sometime in 2026, right? Can you imagine if we had an NFL debut patch card of Jaden Daniels from this season? We're missing it just by a year or two here. What would that do if that were at auction right now? Would it beat the Paul Skeens card? I think these are interesting questions. T-Paul, what do you think about NBA and NFL debut patch cards coming?
Big news, not surprising. I expected this. I'm old enough to remember when Justin Herbert's Panini National Treasures NFL Shield 1-of-1 did $1.8 million in 2022. So yes, I think Jaden Daniels would go crazy. I think Cooper Flagg will go crazy. And this is a much better card than any NT card, in my opinion, that's ever been produced because they're not game one. This is a much better card, in my opinion, than the Flawless Logo Man RPA because it's truly a 1-of-1. It is from their first game. It's tied to a moment. And there's no other card like this. So when we were talking about Skeens and his Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto, and we're talking about his rookie Topps Chrome Superfractor Auto, the difference between these debut patch cards is that there is no other card like it. None. It's the only one. It's the 1-of-1, and each player is getting one. Whereas you have other colors of Bowman Chrome Autos. You have reds, you have oranges, etc. You have the other competing rookie card versus the Bowman Firsts. This one stands on its own, and I think that's why we're seeing such a massive premium for this card for Paul Skeens. So I looked into this for some other players this year. We know that last year, the 2023 class, there was a shorter checklist for those debut patch autos, and none of them really sold for a ton of money. This year, Mason Wynn. Do you know who Mason Wynn is?
Yeah.
Okay. Mason Wynn did
I know Mason Wynn.
Come on. Mason Wynn did $75,000. Okay. Junior Caminero did $66,000, which is twice as much as his Bowman Chrome Superfractor autos was. And Colton Cowser did $49,000. His Bowman Chrome Super did $10,000 a year ago. So there will be
Jackson Terrier did 6 figures, I believe. That's a big one.
so yes, so now think about this in terms of basketball. There's not as many players who are rookies in basketball. There's just not. So the top ones are going to go crazy. I expect the price tag of whatever product is in basketball, football, other world something interesting in baseball because they have Topps Chrome and Topps Chrome Update, and this is sort of how they juice up Update, with that chase.
Jones a good
Topps
one.
Chrome for basketball and football. If they're
Drew
only planning on
Jones.
doing one standalone Topps Chrome set for those sports, my advice would be don't put this in those because it is going to make those products completely inaccessible for a lot of people and really pick a lot of people off. There might be a different product, I don't know, but the consistency piece is also, I don't know.
I got back with the man that I truly love for unexpectedly unexpected.
I wish she had gotten through this divorce before this happened.
The lifetime of
Gunner, rookie.
If I am the father, I will do my responsibilities.
I never had any doubts of who the father was. If you don't feel like I'm going to be a good mother, then what mother is
Let me prove you wrong. Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup. New episode Monday at 9, only on Lifetime.
Cam Collar.
Was the first car I ever
Guerrero.
I guess he needed new tires. So, jumped on eBay Motors. And I saw these. eBay Motors can incentives for local install. Next, I spotted this. And this. Pretty soon, my car is filled with all of this. All the parts and tires I need at great prices. Yeah, eBay.
You going after that Cooper Flag NBA debut patch stuff? You saving up for that? I guess I do.
Garrett Mitchell, 199, purple.
I like this. I mean, I think it's awesome overall. Just the fact that we're getting game-worn memorabilia for rookies is awesome. I don't even care if it's the debut patch. Right. But the debut patch has obviously set itself to be kind of the standard for us. It's really taken off and becoming sort of that the premier chase for any rookie. If some of that demand carries over to basketball or football, it's going to be a very successful card. I'm curious how it's going to work for some players that maybe don't play right away, especially in football. We have a situation like a Jordan Love, a high draft pick that just sits around, It's true. Like, when they actually get their debut, it could be a year, it could be 2 years.
Because I think it needs to be in a non-preseason. It needs to be in a game.
It's got to be in a game.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks that have
It's like the opposite of an XRC.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Trout.
That's something else I think about. How you may not even know when that person in advance is going to get their debut. What if you have
Bobby
to start
Witt.
down with an injury, and all of a sudden you got to have it ready.
Gotta have it ready.
Like every single game.
He needs to travel with
Wow.
That's tricky. So I guess my big question is, do you want to preemptively put a bounty on a DJ Lagway
Yes.
NFL debut match?
Yes, I do. Let's do it right now. 100 grand. Bounty out there. 100 grand. May not be enough.
Jason Lind at 75. I think you have to.
All right.
You're gonna end up like the triple auto that never surfaced up to 500 and.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that. All right, cool. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. And by the way, the Jeff Wilson Show with Mike Mahan, it came out yesterday. That's a different YouTube channel. The Jeff Wilson Show on YouTube. Go search for that. It's also on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Search for the Jeff Wilson Show. Great interview. Lots of insight. The Tops and Fanatics plans. Go listen to all of that. Okay, guys. Final story of today. We have a new box of baseball cards that is going berserk in the secondary market. The Murakami Tokyo Series box. The Topps Murakami MLB World Tour boxes are in high demand. Now, this was a Fanatics and Complex exclusive partnership. They came together on this. It was a collaboration between renowned Japanese contemporary artist Takushi Murakami and Major League, how do you like my Japanese? And Major League Baseball, there you go, bringing together these two cultural icons to celebrate two of the league's most storied teams. And now, of course, we have the MLB Tokyo Series games taking place March 18th and 19th in the Tokyo Dome between the Chicago Cubs and the defending World Series champions Los Angeles Dodgers. And so this set is kind of timed with that, and it's all kind of all tied together. What's interesting, and what we're going to talk about, is the fact that this set came out for $125, where you could go onto the website and try to get a box. Most people weren't able to get a box. It is now selling for $500 on the secondary market. That is a 4x increase overnight Teapot, is that crazy or is that expected with this type of product?
Well, I expected it to sell for more, at least double what it came out at. And I tried to get one. I got in line, gave me a CAPTCHA, threw me into a queue for 7 minutes, and then refreshed and said sold out. So I did not get one. So womp womp, I tried. But these limited release type products seem to do very well. Cactus Jack, which I kind of was like, what is this? Those went crazy. Those boxes, those cards, everything. Seems like anytime these sort of like collabs come out, there's enough of a cult following within that niche for people who like, whatever that collab is, that they want to go after these and really chase those. So maybe they're cool collector items. We'll see how it goes. Long term, even the Bob Ross, like Art of, those did very well. So
Those are still crazy.
and I like Bob Ross. I just didn't like those cards that much. But yeah, I expected it.
Doug, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mirror his thoughts. I definitely expected this, especially when I saw the box price. I thought 125 was a bit cheaper than I expected it to be. While these things don't necessarily appeal to me, to be honest, I didn't know who Murakami was before this. But now that I've looked into it and realized how big he is in fashion and art spaces, he has millions of followers. Like you said, this collaboration has always done well. Cactus Jack also did appeal to me. The Fanatics Fest did really well. The first Ben Baller collaboration doesn't appeal to me. Did really well.
Yeah.
It's kind of a no-brainer with these. I did get one. I jumped on the website and I grabbed one. When they dropped, and they sold out instantly, which is another recipe towards high demand, high resale price. And I think probably Breakers are probably going to go after this as well, right? If you want to cater to your audience, Breakers are going to have to buy a bunch of supply. You can only get one per person. So there's so many elements that go into this to make it a valuable resale product. So certainly not surprised by that whatsoever. Even again, it's not really my thing. Somebody's.
You sell your box? Or do you resell?